Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Lee of Sovereign Gaming playing Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. Today I wanted to show one of the many ways that I make money within the Grand Theft Auto world, and this one is to sell the car that you see before you here. This is a custom NPC Dominator that spawns within the world, but more specifically spawns only during certain times of the day. As you can see on my phone, it is around 11:29 in game world time, 11:30, and coming up on 12 o'clock. That's important as the car itself spawns typically between 12 and about 6 p.m. To help make it spawn, we use another Dominator, as I have been unsuccessful in making the car spawn using the very same car we're trying to find. I am using my own custom Dominator instead. To start with, I have purchased a garage located here on the map. For some reason the garage is not actually showing on my map as a purchased garage. I'm not sure if that's a bug or not, but this is where it's located. The garage itself is actually uh, 1905 Davis Avenue. The garage itself sold for about 50 to 75, I don't recall the exact price. It's a fairly inexpensive 6-car garage. Now our location that we're going to is just up the street from this garage, located here. It's a gas station. Obviously we're not going to be taking that route. And as we leave the garage, we're just going to head down the road here, straight to it. And there's the car. Luckily, the car actually spawned first try. This is kind of rare, but does happen on occasion. So we're going to go ahead and get out, and we're going to steal this car. There will always be an NPC walking towards the car. That's him right there. Sometimes female, of course. Typically, they just run away, but this guy wants to fight. We're just going to take off in this car and drive it back to our garage. Now that we've got the car, we're going to park it in the garage. And because obviously looking at the phone, we still have plenty of time. Again, I have seen the car spawn as late as 6 p.m. It does not spawn typically anywhere outside 12 and 6 p.m. So there's no use in really trying. I have done this a lot, and 12 is as early as I've seen it. 6 p.m. is the latest I've seen it. Now, real quick, we're going to make my car respawn again. I'm just going to go out, go right back in. Okay, let's try that one more time. There we go. And we'll get back in my custom Dominator here. Now, because this is kind of a limited time that we can actually do this with it, I've gotten it to spawn as many as 3 times. Typically, I'll get it once or twice, but 3 has been my maximum. Now, if it doesn't spawn right away like it did there, just drive down the road, get a block or 2 away, turn around, and go right back. You can just drive around the block if you wish, but sometimes just going around the block isn't enough distance or enough time to allow the system to reset that spawn there. But we're just going to keep going back and forth until we get that car to spawn again. Now, there are a couple of caveats to this. One, the car will not spawn when it's raining. I have not been able to get the car to spawn on any occasion while it's raining outside. I'm not sure if that's the way the game's been programmed or what. I'm sure it is. I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's a high-end car to the person who owns it. They don't want to be driving it out in the rain, so it just doesn't spawn. There is also a couple of other cars that will spawn in its place. The car in question, again, spawns in that exact location every time, but there is a couple of other cars that will spawn in that location as well. One of them is a custom ruiner. It's red and black, or orange and black, and it's really not worth taking. It's only worth about 9 grand. Another car spawns in its place that is extremely rare, but despite its rarity, it seems that it's only worth about 7 grand. I'm not sure if it's actually a custom NPC car. I think it is, because it actually has an air intake on top of it that doesn't typically spawn on regular cars. So it's only worth about 7 grand, not really worth taking either. The car in question that we're currently making spawn to sell is worth 20 grand, or just under 20 grand. So we'll go one more car here to spawn. And we'll go show what it sells for at the Los Santos Custom Shop. Alright, we got another one to spawn, so we're going to go ahead and take it. And let's just drive it down the road. So,
dear God! Oh! Damn, bucket! You're going down!
now that we're here,
What can the best mechanic in LS do for you?
buy my car. And it looks like I got a small repair here, $54. We're going to go ahead and repair it just so we can see the exact amount that it sells for in total. And that's $19,940. So we're going to go ahead and sell that car. Now, some of you might ask why exactly I would do this when it's probably more profitable just to get in and do a couple of missions. Well, for one thing, I've done that within the period of 3 hours in-game, so that's not really a lot of time. That was pretty quick. And in whole, that's about 40,000 worth of cars that have been collected. Now, I still have another 3 hours. I could go back and get a couple more cars if I wanted to. Instead, I'll take you right up the road here to the next garage that I have purchased, where I actually have another 10 cars stored. And what I do with these cars is if I'm just, logging on to go play some missions with some guys or something, and I just want to sell a car real quick to make some money, I call my mechanic, get that car brought to me, sell it, and go about my day. I don't have to worry about going and finding a car to sell. And it's 20 grand. I mean, it's a pretty expensive car to sell. So there you go. There's 10 of these cars in this garage, and I also have another garage over on Exceptionalist Way next to the airport with another 10 cars. So whenever you find your extra cars, just store them away, put them in a garage, and you can always sell them later. And when you have time, go ahead and farm that car out if you happen to be on in the right time of day and have nothing better to do. Why not? You'll always have some extra cash lying around in the form of these cars that can be sold once every 45 minutes in real time, once a day in game time. And that's pretty much it. Thank you everybody for watching, and if you like the video, please rate and comment and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Have a good day.